We're opening a nightclub.
We say yes to that.
In the new warehouse. Do you guys know they're looking for a warehouse?
No.
Surprise! So we want like a big warehouse. So if you know anybody who knows anybody, let us know.
How big?
I don't know, big enough to fit the 4 studios we're currently paying for. So we have 4 rooms right now, you know? We have the weights room, the spin room, this room, and the cool room. So we're looking for a place where we can have it all and then some, maybe CrossFit. So, I don't know, keep your eyes peeled. We thought about the place, it's not a warehouse, we thought about the place on, Ivanhoe, the old photo on the corner. We thought about that place, but A, it's a little small, and B, parking. It does have a lot of its own, but also there may or may not be another studio right
Maybe
now.
go hacking district. Hacking district.
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah, look over there. There's gotta be a ton of places.
Seeing gas station conversion.
I know you couldn't hear me. Hi, Zoomies, sorry. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jess. Hi, Merlinda. We were just talking about how we want a Warrior One warehouse.
Gas stations. I've seen people start converting those into like fitness, like
Yeah.
places or whatever. And I have a neighbor that actually did that. There's a real cool place over off of Econ and Curry Ford, I think.
Gas stations, she said. They are really good, awesome conversion spaces. Cool, so I'm Danielle. Emmy is your assistant. This is half and half. Breathe all the way in through your nose. Hold it up at the top. Swan as you exhale. Dive yourself forward, hips toward your wrists. Inhale while you're there. Down dog as you exhale. Pick up a leg. Inhale there. Knee to nose as you exhale. Step your foot between your hands, rise up, crescent or warrior, something like that. Inhale there. Chaturanga as you exhale. Use it like leverage. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale like hydraulics. Pick up your other leg. Inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Step it through, rise. Get up there. Inhale there. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog. Down dog. Nice job. That's pretty amazing. Child's pose. Fold yourself into a neat little origami birdie. Breathe in. Swan, breathe out. Pause in it. Breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Pick up a leg. You know what to do. Knee to nose, exhale. Step through, rise up. Inspire, inhale. Chaturanga, expire. Any stale thoughts? Up dog, inspire your neighbors. Down dog, expire old garbage you're still holding on to. Other leg to the sky, inhale it. Knee to nose, exhale it. Step it and rise, last time. Breathe it in to your bones, chaturanga. Upward, then downward. Open up your hands a little wider. Hop between your hands. Halfway lift, make a flat back. Is that flat back though? Bow in. Reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, let it out. Halfway lift. Plank. One push up. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. One foot to the top, crescent or warrior. What's the main difference between crescent and warrior? The back foot, yeah. So in warrior one, it's what? Flat, yep. And in lunge, it's what? On your toes, yep, perfect. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your other foot into warrior or lunge. Chaturanga. Up dog. Look up. Down dog. Look at your feet. Open up your hands. Hop between your hands. Half lift, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Thunderbolt, bend your knees. What's the difference between thunderbolt and chair? The name. And what else? Huh? Yeah, Kayla. Do you teach, Kayla? Big breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing, look up at the sky. Downward facing, gaze at your feet. 1 foot forward, crescent or warrior, make a choice. The word chat in Sanskrit means four. Four limbs. Pay attention to all four. Both arms, both legs. Chaturanga. Squeeze arms, squeeze legs. Upward facing. Downward facing. Other side. Get your lunge or warrior. Four points of connection. 4 points press. Chaturanga. Press your hands. Press your feet. Up dog. Down dog. Gaze up. Jump up. Half lift. Fold in. Thunderbolt. Yes. The name is the difference, but your words make your world. That old saying, sticks and stones break my bones, but words, that's bullshit. I'm calling it right now. It is. Words hurt. You know what I'm saying? They can really hurt. Words can also tear you down. They can hurt, they can tear you down, but they can also do the opposite. All right? So that's why we renamed chair, because I don't want you just chilling in a chair right now, to thunderbolt. Because I want a fire busting out of every fingertip. And I want a fire shooting out your tailbone. How's that for a visual? I could have said something else, but I said tailbone. Breathe in. Chaturanga right from there. Oh, up dog, down dog. All right, I want your heart rate to spike. So if you want to go through those rounds of Sun B on your own speed, you can. Or get on your back and do bicycles or do some push-ups. I want you to get a heart rate spike. Ready, set, go. If you want to do like plank jacks or real jumping jacks, totally. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Give your neighbor a fist bump, an elbow bump, a foot bump, a hip check, a smile, a wink, whatever you got. I'm winking at you, Zoomies. Fist bump for you, Jess. Foot bump for you, Mary. For Linda, double high five. You have an idea? You do? Down, down. Woo.
Bring one foot high to the sky, stretch through your front hip. So raise that heel just a bit higher. Step through crescent lunge. Reach through your fingertips, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hands at heart center, twist over your front leg. Option to open your arms here, really open through your chest. Send your gaze towards the ceiling. Rise, crescent lunge. Bring feet to face the street, wide-legged forward fold. Be mindful of your neighbor here. Crescent lunge facing the back of your mat. So you're just doing a full revolution. Reach for the stars here. Hands, heart, center, twist. Same option to open your arms, send your chest towards the ceiling. Now bring feet to face street side, wide-legged forward fold. You might do something different with your arms this time. Pose. Knees up or down. Slowly lower to your belly like you're moving through mud. Take a cheek. Now lift everything off the mat, locust pose. Peel yourself from the mat here. Swimmers, start reaching your arms in alternating fashion. If you're in front of the wall, you'll have to keep your elbows bent. Just keep it up. It's a challenge. Kick your feet while you're at it. You're swimming for your life. Release. Locust pose, rise. Take a deep breath in to rise a little higher. Release. One more time, locust or floor bow. Grab your ankles if you want floor bow. Keep breathing. You might rock like a rocking horse here. Release. Take your opposite cheek.
Vibing on the same vibe. Up dog. Too short. Down dog. Bring your feet close together. Pick your right leg up to the sky. Stare at your bottom foot. Real quick, take a look between your hands. That's where your foot's going to be eventually. Now look back at your foot. Hop to the top. Hop, hop, hop. Land your toes at the back. Crescent, rise up. Drop your knee in the back. Straighten your front leg. If your knee in the back needs more cushion, shove your towel under there. Pick up your front leg. Pick it up. Pick it up. Balance on your back leg. Pick up your front leg. Those knees. Hell yeah, Zernies. Land on your foot, rise up, crescent. Bring your back knee up and in. Give it a hug. Give it a kiss. It just bared all your weight. Give it a little love. Mwah. Love you, leg. Cross it, eagle. Do the arms if you want, or do goalpost arms, or do some other variation you come up with. But bring the whole thing down now. Bring it low, bring it real low. Like you just snuggled into a really good cuddle. Wait, what? Breathe in. Stay in the pose, breathe out. Unwind, unravel, reach up, big breath in. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Halfway up, pull your breath in. 4 points of contact with the earth. 4 limbs to squeeze straight and strong. Plank to chaturanga. 90-degree bend in your elbows. Squeeze, up, dog, lift. Down dog. Bring your feet together. Left leg in the sky. Peek up to where you know it's going and then look right back at it. Hop it. Land your toes, rise, crescent. You did it perfectly. Don't overthink it. Don't even second guess it. Drop your knee in the back. Shove the towel under or fold your mat in half for more cushion. Is that mine? Wait. That was crazy. That was so weird. Pick up your leg in the front. Kneeling, leg, lift. KLL. A millisecond is a win with this. A millisecond is a win. Land your foot, pop your knee up, pull it up and in. Mwah. Love you, leg. Eagle cross. Do what you like with your arms and get real snuggly with it. Get in there. Really good, you guys. Unravel. Stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, stretch up. Fold down all the way, pour it out. Get your hands on the ground. Bend your knees and come onto your tiptoes. Little squat. Go feet together, knees together. Different than yogi squat where everything's wide. This is narrow. Hop your little squat back to the middle of your mat. Try one leg out in front of you. Just like you did a moment ago, step now on your toes instead of on your knee. You can hold your foot if you want. Like use your hand to hold it. You could even try, and it would be nuts, like truly, if you could get both hands off the ground. For me, like the most I've ever held that is like, I don't know, half a second or something. But both hands off the ground, maybe at your heart or maybe grab your foot. Hey, Brian, I saw that. Wow. A lot of you are smoking me and my capabilities in this pose. Try the other leg. Try it. Shake it out if you need, if you're getting like foot cramps. You get them a little tap and then do the other side. Yep. Jess, you're just straight chilling in that pose. That was my fault. I look over on Zoom and Jess is on there just like chilling, one hand at her heart, one hand on her foot. Just straight chilling. So good. You got it. If you're getting feet cramps, totally normal. Totally normal. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. So that one-legged squat is going to be an option in your mind's eye. Keep that in your mind's eye. Crow will also be an option. Thunderbolt will also be an option. Or anything else that you come up with. Okay? Lay on your back. Take one leg to the sky. Put your other leg on the floor like the way you would for bridge. Foot on the floor. Good. Reach up, touch your toes. Touch them, touch them, touch them. Come down, go up. Come down, go up. Come back down, come back up. Come back down and then go right back up. 7. If your foot is too close, too easy to touch, lower it a little. Come on, Yogi, level up. 6, 5, 4, 3. Remember which leg you have in the air. It will matter later. Grab your knees, rock and roll. Pick your place to land, one-legged squat or crow or thunderbolt or mountain or make something up. Go. 5. Get what you got. 4, 3, 2. Onto your back. Same leg in the sky. Same leg. Reach up, touch. 10, 9, 8, 7. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. From right there, go. Pick your landing place. Get it. Hi-ya. Where's all my one-legged squats? I sense some avoidance going on. 3, 2, listen. Diverse pose, rise up. Tiptoes. You see how you could have, if you had gotten to one-legged squat, you could go to there, here from there. Just saying, just play that in your head. Drop a heel, stick the other leg back, airplane. You're gonna swing it like a pendulum. Rise up, bring the leg out in front. Swing it. Boom. Grab it, both hands. It's okay if your leg's not all the way straight. Stand up real tall, real tall, real tall. Eagle, snuggle in your safe place, your happy place. Ooh. Stay for a second, listen. How could you get from here back onto your back? Like, what kind of trajectory, what kind of path would make sense for you, would feel like flow, would feel like empowered, would feel good? Go, go, go. Wow, really creative, y'all. Like, Cal, just lay back. Just lay back. Okay. Put your arms over your head, like just drop them up there for a sec. Tilt your chin up. Close your eyes. Put a little smirk on your face. A little sly, like smug type of look. Oh. Bring your head to neutral. One foot on the mat, one foot in the sky. You're on a new side now, second side. Okay, why not? Hopefully this song's not that bad. Is this so bad, Kayla? It's good? Okay. Reach up, touch your foot. Touch it, touch it, touch it. Go. Get it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Grab your knees for this one. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. Stick your landing. Go. Hi-ya! Woo! What would it take to make the pose you're in a core pose? What would it take? Play with it. What would it take to make it a core pose? Be curious. The only thing that makes any of these poses yoga is the inquiry, the curiosity, the mindfulness, okay? So what would it take to work your core in the pose that you're in right now? Inquire, be curious, look for the fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, on to your back. One more round. One leg up. Let go. Touch it. Five. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock up. Where's your pose? Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah. What would it take to make that a core pose? Core work or a core pose? What would it take to feel a fire in your belly? Five. I think there was like really bad themes in that song. You know what I mean? Dirty theme. 3, 2, diverse pose. Woo! Yes. Yes. Stay in the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Make it airplane. Breathe out. You got it. Use the breath to make you light as a feather. That's it. Ooh. Light as a feather. Pendulum swing it right through and up. Straight out in front. Grab your foot, whether you have to bend your knee or not. Grab your foot. Yes. At least one hand on your foot. At least one. Try for 2. Even if you have to bend your leg. At least one, at least one. Eagle snuggle in. Woo-hoo. Stay in the pose, but what's your trajectory right now? And you're not going onto your back, you're going wherever you want. What's your trajectory? You got 2 minutes of freestyle to get what you need to get to close out your power practice. Go on. Get what you need to get to close out your power practice. If there's something you need support with, something you want to work on, you saw it on IG, you want help, we got you. Call me or Emmy over. I mean, we could jam with this. 2 minutes. Why not? It's not what you think. What do you need help with? Yes.
A handstand.
Yeah. Face me. Do down dog. Come closer to me. Yes, good. Okay, pick up one foot. Do you want to do it with 2 feet or one?
Do you need both up?
Yeah.
Down? Both?
Okay, let's do 2. All right,
I can picture one.
like this. Let's see. So it's like one leg goes up at a time
Oh.
versus 2 legs at a time.
My body will tell me what to do.
All right, let's go. That's one leg. Perfect. Yeah, go. Yeah, you just keep going. You didn't even need me. Pick your butt up though. This way. There you go. I'm gonna let you go. There it is. Kick. Boom.
So fun.
You made it look so easy. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Slick. I'm here. 30. You're good. Yep. One more. There it is. Good. That way. There it is. Alrighty, she's off the wall. No, Vans off the wall. We need a t-shirt like that. Just drop your legs anytime. Woo! Off the wall, baby. Yeah.
I'm falling off. This is bad.
No, it's perfect. Yeah. That's the goal. What you need. Go 10. What can we support you with? 9.
Remember the other day?
Oh, yeah. I kind of forget what we did, though.
I think I can do it. I just fucking on myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you're done. Find a resting pose. No, you're not gonna hit me. I know how to dodge. Dang. That was so smooth. Dang, that was so good, Alex. You became a gymnast, girl. Pick a pose that feels like rest. We're gonna open up doors. We're gonna cool things down. Zoomies if you can. Turn on a fan, open doors, open a window, turn out the lights, do anything to shift the energy. Yeah, let me get you. Mm-hmm. No. All right. So anything that feels like rest. And it's not too late if you needed support with something, you still want to try, we can do it. Just call one of us over. Let us know. If you have a second side or something, get it. We're going to come together in a second in down dog. In like a minute, push that shit out of there and close the door. Not for too long because it's cold. Yeah, just a little fresher. Actually, let's meet first in a seat to do a heat clearing breath. Then we'll go to down dog. So any seat is good, as long as you can sit up tall. Breathe in like you're breathing through a straw. Through your nose, breathe it out. Again. Nose. Down dog. So imagine there's like a wave swelling in your very lowest back, which is actually the highest point of you right now, right? But your low back by your tailbone, there's like a wave swelling, like getting ready to, you know how in the ocean they just like grow and they start as these little bitty waves, and then all of a sudden you have this massive like couple foot wave coming in. So it's like a wave swelling up at the back of your back, the uppermost part right now, the highest point right now, but it's your low back. And then ripple it through your spine, ripple out into plank pose. So the wave rolls through your low back, mid back, upper back, until you're in plank flat. And then drop your hips, turn it into like an up dog, but really melty like your butter. Now you can stay on your hands if you want, or get down to your elbows and slide one leg up on the side. Slide one leg up so you have an asymmetrical sphinx or up dog type of pose. Like I said, palms or elbows, and slide one knee up. Something like a frog. Don't wonder if it's right or wrong. It's perfect. It's good. If you want, you can play with like curling your head over to one side, curling it over to the other. See what that creates for you. And slide your leg back. Reverse the sentiment. So the wave is swelling up in your neck now. Roll, make the wave swell from your upper back, upper to the middle. Your core should shake because you're taking so much time. Roll until down dog, boom. And then try to press your chest back toward your shins. Almost like you're hollowing out your upper back. The same way your low back hollows out in up dog. And then again, from the tailbone to the top of your head, roll it out to plank. Roll it. Let the wave come in slow. And then hips to the floor as you pop your chest up and slide the other leg up. Slide your leg back. We're going to face Korean drive. You're going to roll onto your side. Just roll onto your side, face the street side. It means you face any way you want. Prop your bottom arm up so you're like on your elbow, your tricep, and hold your head in your hand. And then kick up your foot into the sky and grab your leg like Jane Fonda. So if nothing else, there's a lot of pressure points in the side of your body that hardly ever get pressed on. And pressure points like to be pressed on. Just like your shoulders like to be massaged, so do your sides. But even when you go for an actual massage, they're not like massaging your sides, you know? Mostly not. If yours does though, if your massage therapist does that, let me know. I want to know. I want somebody like that who's like out of the box, you know? But this is one way to get some pressure in the little muscles on the side of your ribs, the intercostals, and down into the muscles in the side of your hip. Okay, no. Balance. Grab your foot behind your back like dancer's pose. You can stay on your side if you want, or you can actually like tuck your foot into the floor behind you and make this saddle, half saddle pose. So you actually point your foot and put the top of your foot on the floor, toenail side down, tattoo side down. Yep, it takes a little finagling. And then if you land with your foot under your butt cheek, get your foot out from underneath. Yeah, should be over to the side more. Unless it doesn't, if it didn't hurt, it could be over there. It looks like a lot. Sugino. Roll out of there onto your other side and start with Ganesha's pose on the other side. So that's where your head's propped up and your legs up in the air. Jane Fonda and Ganesha are best friends. If you've never heard of Ganesha, Ganesha is really amazing. He's known as the remover of obstacles. And he's from Indian mythology, and he's known as the remover of obstacles, and he's also known as what's the word? I want to say the word like jovial. He's like the master of joy, so to speak. He has another name, Ganapati, which means like the people's king, basically. And it's because like he's like the, I don't know if you know like anyone in your life who's like a people person. It's like the people person, right? Maybe that's me. I don't know. Like I'm like the people person, right? And so he's like that. Like he's like the joy bringer, right? And I don't really know how like this shape and those things apply with each other, but this is his pose nonetheless. The joy bringer, the remover of obstacles. Turn it into dancer. Grab your foot behind. Or half saddle. Point your foot. Roll onto your back. Tuck your foot into the ground. Woo! Big quad stretch. after a lot of things in nature, like you've probably noticed, tree, pigeon, dolphin, mountain, right? They're also named after people, like Ganesha's pose, characters and stories and stuff. So we're gonna take, this one is Marichi Asana. Marichi was like a Copernicus, so to speak, like a teacher, a sage. So there's no specific thing like how Ganesha removes obstacles, but he was just like a smart guy, imparted lots of knowledge. Okay, so one leg long straight in front of you, one foot is on the floor, and somewhere by your knee or your inner thigh-ish. You just want to hug it in close. You know, usually we go to the twist, which is actually for a different person, Matsyendra, but we're going Marichi, so you're going forward. So you actually want to snuggle to the inside of your leg, both arms, and lean forward over your long leg. Reach out and grab as far as you can. So that's it for now. That's A. Hug your leg into your arm. It's gonna want to fall out to the side like seated tree, but don't let it. Hug it in. So that's that. Now the next step, if you want to go for B, is to hook your arm. So you actually have to reach, turn your thumb down, and then hook it around the back. Okay? The other arm goes around, yep, you guessed it, Merlinda, the other side to grab. Woo! If your hands don't reach, you can bridge the gap with a towel. Just get the towel and fling it from one hand to the other until they catch. Now, wherever you are, whatever you got going on, holding your leg or wrapped around your other leg, whatever, drop your forehead toward your shin. Imagine you could press your third eye between your eyebrows to your shin bone. Ease up, ease up, ease up. Grab your foot. Take your arm under your leg and just hook it on top. This is perfect. You could stay right here just like this. It's nice to like wiggle around, kind of create some mobility in your hip joint. So you go do that. You could also play with attempting to take compass, which is really challenging. Grab your foot with your opposite hand. I like to hold my big toe, and then take it up to the sky. So that's step one. The next big thing and where the challenge comes in is you gotta try to get yourself through this window here. So in some odd way, you gotta get the leg out to the side more and come busting through the window. Ease out of there. So that was compass pose in all its many variations. And switch. Marichi Asana, Marichi's pose on the second side. So one foot in, hug your knee in, remember. Don't let it sag out to the side. Grab your foot or ankle or shin, whatever you got. Pull yourself in. Add the arms if you want. Remember, you have to go reach forward, turn the thumb down, and then around the back. Third eye to your shin bone. There's actually a really powerful acupuncture point at the very top of your shin bone and to the lateral side, the outside, where like if you've been feeling low or down or lack of energy, tired, fatigued, stuck, like all those types of things that kind of like feel on the low end, you know, they would either stick the acupuncture needle there, or they might even put like B12 in that point there. So imagine your third eye, the place of wisdom, and that point, I think it's stomach 42 is what it's called, I think, don't quote me on that. I went to Acu school, but it was a long time ago. So I think, yeah, but anyway, right at the top of your shin bone and to the outside of it, imagine those points could connect. It's like your lifeline and your wisdom center. Pull some of Marichi's wisdom out of there. And then come up slow. Now weasel your arm underneath. Just hang out with that. Move it around a little, or take it to compass. Opposite hand and foot, remember? And then foot to the sky. Step one. And then through the window. You have to figure out like which hip to lean on and how to set yourself up to where easy out. Onto your back. Do something that's kind of wiggly, like windshield wipers, or legs up and shake them, arms up and shake those, something like just shake it out type of vibe. You like grab your knees and do some circles, like that's good too. Anything wiggly. Recline, twist. Recline, twist. Take your knees to the street side so everyone has room. And use it as an unwinding. Unwind. Switch. is Ganapati. This mantra you're listening to is a chant. Ganapati Om. It's like basically like a thank you. In advance for all the mountains that were moved for you. Every mountain that was moved for you to get to yoga. Every mountain that will be moved for you to be the best human you can be. Shavasana. stay a little longer or come to sit. You just need like that one more moment. You got it. If you haven't muted up yet, come on up. Everybody meet with hands at heart. Let's big breath in. Together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. Woo.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Alright, so you did
Oh, I
that.
know.
You do that?
No, I was like, why did I say?
Yeah, you did that already? Alright.
No, I saw it. And I was like, she's right.
It was a little early for the doorbell. I think we didn't do that many lunch orders. The extended
Right,
prep,
right.
we didn't do that. So Locusts are opening before those. A little bit early, but yeah. Even you Locust is fine. Even if it's very early, it's warm. Are you double dosing?
I didn't know. I didn't do the earlier one. Are you
Oh
crazy?
shit, you weren't here at 6? No, I didn't. Yeah.
But I love your class and I'm sorry.
I will be at 1 too.
Always feels good.
The next day. Yeah. So anyway, you guys point to point use and like what about that?
We're missing out. Thank you.
And then you said start moving your arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just say swim.
Swim. Swim your arms.
I meant to tell you, Wednesday won't work. Yeah. So you said you're only teaching on Monday to Wednesdays? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Okay. Okay. I'll text you. Yeah, maybe next Monday. So, all right.
No, so I signed up after the
Yeah, of course. Emmy, thank you for that.
I was having malfunctions with my. I understand. I missed it after when I got distracted. You got missed it. Yeah, I dropped so well. Thank you so much.
Why don't you come to my class? Too early? I know, I love when you're, I just love you. I wasn't sure if it was because of that. Hello? She said warm. She said warm.
Yeah.
Hello. You're welcome to talk. Ooh, hi. That was fun. Okay. I was concerned that that song was gonna have some bad things in it, but it didn't. So we were okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
It's a new song and there's not very many words. But as it played, I was like, Kayla, because she's like, I've been playing this song in spin. And I was like, Kayla, does this have bad stuff in it? I don't care about curse words. Like, as a music thing for teaching, this is good info for you all. It's not so much the curse words, but it's like those two, like you don't want to be like dropping a million F-bombs in your classes, but like, or any when you first start as a rule, just saying. But it's more the dirty lyrics. You know what I mean? Like even when they're not saying like bad words, they can be saying really nasty, dirty things. You know? So you gotta look out for that. Like, just because it doesn't have the E on Spotify doesn't mean that it's not explicit, you know? Just because they don't say the F-bomb one time doesn't even mean that it's a clean song. So you gotta look out for that. And we already talked about the language thing, right? Last week, I think we talked about that, or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, if it's in another language, you gotta know what they're saying before you play it, and somebody else knows what they're saying, and you're in the dark, and then it's something not good. Cool. Zoomies. Hey, so Jess, are you actively in Hawaii right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been here since like the first.
Yeah.
So I flew out on the last Thursday of February.
Crazy.
I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's been too long. I'm ready to come back.
I know. It's like, you go away and you feel amazing, and then like 2 weeks in, you're like, okay, time to go home now. Like, gotta get home. Then you need a vacation from your vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How was class? Noted themes, you did? Good. Jess, I wanted to ask you, since you were in class at the end, so what I tried to do at the end, FYI, if you end up teaching Zoom classes when you start teaching, you have the AirPod in your ear, and when you're not talking, sometimes the music is going through and they can hear it, which is kind of cool in theory. But a lot of times the music is really like crackly, it's breaking up, it doesn't really sound great on the other ends. When you play it very loud and you don't talk, it goes through, sometimes sounds good, sometimes doesn't. But what I tried tonight was in the last like 10 minutes or so, when I knew I wasn't going to be saying very much, I took my AirPod out to see how the music would sound over there, and if you could still hear me while I was projecting, but not on the AirPod. So how did it sound the last like 10 minutes? Could you tell the difference?
I could tell the difference in the music, but it was harder to hear you.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, so some of it I was standing right by the computer. Like, I didn't have the AirPod in when we were doing Marichi and all that stuff, but you could hear me fine for that, right? But I was literally right in front of the computer, and then I walked away. So that's weird. So it's a catch-22 because I want them to hear the music, because the music's like part of it, but all right, well.
There's this, I don't know if you guys have looked into other options. Facebook came out with this like camera thing a while ago, and it like follows you. It will like follow you, but then how they can do the music and everything through I think the audio is a lot better as well. My mom has one. I'll have to like look up the actual name, but it works really well.
Mine said it's called Facebook Portal, but how does that work with the sound?
The audio is pretty good. And if anything, like I have the Facebook Portal at my house in Orlando right now. So we could test it out if you guys want to test it.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to. What time is it there?
It is almost 2, I think. Yeah, it's 1:37. 8 p.m. This is 6 hours.
Yeah, not too bad. What else? So good music. What else? Was Marichi Asana new for anyone? That was new. I would assume it's pretty new for all of you who were there, right? Was Ganesha's pose new? It was? So new for you? Yeah. That's good. What'd you learn about Ganesha?
Ganesha is, everybody loves Ganesha is like the friendly, like, and kind of like in the pose that you were doing, like the Ganesha pose, I thought like you described that and you're opening your like self up and, you know, you're
Yeah.
opening yourself up to like things and, you know, being open.
Yeah.
Moving barriers, right? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Removing obstacles. Yeah. Yeah. He's the like people's person. The like what's another way to say, like charisma, like he embodies charisma. And one thing I didn't say, which is really important to note about him, is that he's like known as that, like everybody loves him, he's like the coolest guy around, like whatever, you know, like that. But then he's also really, really well known for being super humble. So when you talk stories about him, like all that, so backtrack real quick. Whenever you bring mythology into class, it's the same thing as like telling Humpty Dumpty or like any of those old fables that teach a lesson, right? That's what it's for. Storytelling is a really powerful way to get a message across. So when you're talking about characters from Indian mythology or Greek mythology or any kind of mythology, you're really just diving into stories that teach a lesson or offer a perspective or give an explanation of something, like how something came to be, right? Like that's what all mythology is. When you talk about like Athena or Zeus or what's some other stuff? Obviously Ganesha. What are some other forms of mythology?
Is Ganesha the elephant?
Elephant, yeah. Mhm.
Egyptian mythology.
Egyptian mythology, Thoth and
Viking.
Horus.
yeah, Horus. Yeah, so you see, so like they're all just, you know, ways to get a point across, basically. So when you talk about mythology in class, you could bring it up in the form of like telling a full-blown story. Like sometimes I'll actually tell a whole story, like there's millions of stories about Ganesha, millions of stories about Zeus, Athena, Horus, like any of these people, right? So sometimes I'll tell the whole story as a way to like make a point about loyalty or self-love or bravery or something, you know? And tonight I just talked about it in the form of like, we're doing a pose that's named after this guy, and here's what this guy represents, right? So super simple. And so the representation was removing obstacles, and then like the people's guy. Charisma. Actually, I could have tied it into how we talked about, oh no, that was in my 5 o'clock class, never mind. In 5 o'clock, I was like, every drop of sweat makes you shinier, and like talking about showing up and shining out. So if those were the same class, I could have linked them back together, you know, like Ganesha, like, no, it's, you know, being your brightest self, basically. So that's Ganesha. And then what I was going to say about humility is like the big story about him is that he rides on a mouse, because like throughout the story and the way he gets his like powers to be the most charismatic, the most, you know, brightest guy in the room, everybody loves him, all that stuff. Around the same time as like getting those superpowers, he also got like in all the Hindu Indian mythology, they ride on something. So some of them ride like a tiger, you may have seen pictures of that. Some of them ride an eagle, Garuda, that's Garudasana, that's eagle pose. Some of them ride a swan, a lotus flower, Ganesha rides a mouse. So that represents humility, like this big, amazing guy. Everybody loves him so much, and he rides in like the meekest, feeblest little tiny vehicle, the mouse. So a lot of like pictures of him, you'll see him like either standing on a mouse or next to the mouse, or like his best friend is this like little bug practically. You know what I mean? Like he's so amazing, could have anything he wants, and then like his bestie is like a little mouse. Right? Does that make sense? About humility. So like he could be friends with the king, but he's friends with the mouse. You know? Okay. You guys don't seem enthused.
No, I am. I almost wonder though. So I was just thinking, like, what is that Disney movie with the baby elephant? And isn't there a mouse that like helps him get out of the circus or something?
Yeah, Dumbo.
So I almost wonder if those two. I was just thinking, like, I wonder if those two stories, or maybe they had that was derived from Ganesha himself. You know, that story originally.
Maybe the inspiration for it.
Yeah. Brian was thinking the same thing he said. That's cool. Like, who knows who was writing Dumbo? Like, I mean, who was on like the team for Dumbo, you know? That's cool. All right. Yeah, so that's, I didn't mean to go that direction, but we went there. So that's like one cool thing. That's something that you might get a workshop on it. Jess, do you guys know Jess? She brings that stuff into her classes a lot, and it's really amazing. Not that Jess. Jess Mahoney. But she talks about that kind of stuff a lot, and she has studied it a lot, and she loves to teach about it. So a lot of times she'll do like a workshop for teacher training, and it's really fun and really interesting. And so sometimes we fit it into level 1, but not always. But yeah, more on that at a later date. But it's just another lens, you know, just like the chakras are a lens, the sutras are a lens, the 8 limbs are a lens, etc., etc. Elements are a lens, etc. Speaking of the sutras, how's your Dhanapari reading going? Some of you were like, yeah, it's great. And
To
some
be
were-
honest, I'm not done with the first book yet.
Yeah, that's okay. But I think you did have your book just came. I think you did have an assignment for reading some stuff from Dhanapari, and in that section, in the assignment, she talks about the 8 limbs, which are outlined in the Yoga Sutras. So we kind of talked about these, like, I don't even know, like maybe in like week 1 or 2 or something like that, right? And there's plenty of information about it on your Teachable portal. What do you remember about the 8 limbs or the sutras, or maybe it's all a jumble for you, but I'll clear it up. Just tell me what you remember first. What do you remember?
Niyamas.
Yeah, yamas and niyamas.
Pranayama.
Pranayama,
Breathing meditation.
Look at you guys, experts. So yamas and niyamas, that's 2 of the 8. Pranayama, you said, that's another one. Someone said another one? Asana, yep. That's 4. Close. Maybe it's your handwriting, samadhi, Samadhi. Maybe the DH looks like an R. Samadhi, yep. That's 5.
Dharana.
Dharana. Dhyana. Yamas, niyamas, pranayama, asana, samadhi, dharana, dhyana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uno más.
Pranayama, you said?
That one we said, yep. Starts with a P.
Pranayama.
Yeah, pratyahara. Perfect. Pratyahara. Let's do, okay. So when I say the sutras, do you know what I'm talking about? Who does know what I'm talking about when I say that? No one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. You guys, you're like, I think I knew that. Okay, it's a lot of info, so do not ever feel bad if you're like, I have no idea what she's talking about. Do you guys hear me when I say that? Do not ever feel bad if you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay? Okay? It's a lot. There's so freaking much. And it's words in other languages too. So don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel bad or less than or like you missed something. There's just so much. Okay? So it's like an endless spiral of learning. So yes, so Laura got it. So the sutras are the book, so to speak, right? It's like the holy grail of yoga. And within the sutras are written kind of like the Bible in that they're little verses. So they're, sutra sounds like what in English? Suture. So they're threads. That's essentially like a bunch of threads that make up like the blanket of yoga, let's say. So the sutras are little tiny phrases, little threads, sutures, that make up this whole book. And they talk about all kinds of stuff in there, but what's mainly outlined, kind of like the biggest takeaway, is these 8 things, the 8 limbs. And the 8 limbs are like what yoga is. Like we in the Western world focus super heavily, like 90% or more even, on asana, right? When you think of yoga, you think of going to yoga class, right? Going to do the poses, right? Is that what you think of, Zoomies?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, that's what happened when we went to the West. Like that's the thing. Like over, like Eastern philosophy yoga is so much more heavily focused on many of the other limbs, primarily pranayama, and then the varying stages of pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, and samadhi. Those are all kind of like stages of each other. I'm not going to dive into that right now, but just to say, so it's like meditation and breathing, basically, right? So when you go to, like lots of people go on like a yoga mecca to India, and they're like shocked because they thought it was going to be like what we do here, and it's not. It's so different. It's so different. It's more like, do any of you know what Vipassana is? That's kind of like a mainstream thing. People sing about that in songs and stuff. There's like a pop artist that has like a whole song about it. But anyway, Vipassana is when you go on like I don't know the number of days. I want to say it's 21, but a certain number of days. And then there's all different, like you could go on 5 or 1 or 2 or whatever days, but there is like certain kind of like a prescribed number of days of silence. So you go on like a retreat and there's no talking, none. No talking, no writing, no phones, no TV, no nothing. It's complete, just like everyone interacts, but like animals almost, in a sense. Like there's just no verbal anything. So it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's huge over there for sure, for sure. She said there's people, she knows people in LA who have done it or do it regularly. And a lot of people do it as like a yearly detox or like stuff like that. So, but that's more the vibe of yoga when you go to like India, let's say, you know, like you're going to roll into the ashrams over there and that's the experience you're going to have. Like people, not necessarily the silence part of it, but just saying like the intentions are different. The vibe is different. There's not like pop music playing while we do a bunch of cool poses. It's not like that. It's just totally different. So when it came to the West, the asana part of it got glorified, and some people will say it's like a bad thing. This goes back to our like appropriation conversation. I personally think like any way that people can come to yoga is a win. Like, I don't care if you found it at the bar and beer yoga. Like, I understand that there's like a sanctity of yoga. People get mad about that and stuff. But like, to me, it's like, I want everyone doing yoga. Like, I want everyone feeling better. I want people around me feeling like, you know, like out of the drift. So I'm like, find yoga however you find yoga. Like that's my opinion on it. But yeah, so like I was, big point of it is like we know so much about asana and we see yoga classes as like the asana practice, but actually there's 7 other parts that are huge. And you kind of get a little bit of all of them in classes. Like you get breath work in class, right? Pranayama. Samadhi is like the enlightenment, right? And so in the sutras, it kind of means like the ultimate goal of like going to the cave and becoming enlightened, right? In modern days, though, we just take enlightenment for what it really means, which means enlightenment, to bring light to, like to put light on something, right? So, you know, in like Shavasana, you have those like light bulb moments, or you just feel like, like enlightened in a sense, right? Like there's more light coming out of you than there was prior. So Samadhi is kind of like Shavasana. And then those other 3 wacky words, Pratyahara, Dhyana, and Dharana, are all just levels of meditation. They're like one step to the next, different levels, let's say, of like how deep you are in your meditation. So you probably hit different parts of those throughout different parts of class, depending. And then yamas and niyamas. What do we know about those?
There's like 4 or 5 within each of them.
There's a couple in each, a couple of things in each.
Stealing from somebody else, not taking more than you need.
Yeah. He said not stealing, not taking more than you need, not like stuff like that. What else do we know? My feet are asleep. That's all we know for now?
More discipline.
Yeah, like morals and discipline. Yeah.
So one of them is more about the work on yourself, internal. One is more about the work external.
One is more internal, one is more external. Yeah, this is great. So with the yamas and niyamas, it's like ways to be, basically, and it's ways to be with yourself and ways to be with others. You could say it's like the practices, like the principles, like the, I want to say commandments, but remove any negative connotation. If you have some around that, it's like, yeah, guidelines, like
Values.
values. Yeah, these are all good words. So without breaking all of them down, it is things like don't steal, don't harm another person, don't harm yourself. There's some talk around like harnessing and managing your own energy, surrendering to the flow of the universe, don't lie, right? Stuff like that.
Is it, I don't know, like, do you want to be effective with things?
Yeah, like be contentment. Yeah, like contentment, Santosha's contentment, and it's like just I don't know if it's exactly what you're saying, but it is like be good with what's going on, like trust the process type of thing. You're thinking more, actually, what you're saying, she said, is it like don't be affected by things around you, kind of falls more into samadhi, because this word sama means steady, like even, like if you need if you could take a visual to it, it would be like water that you can see straight through because it's so still, it's like glassy, you know? So sama is like water that has no ripples on it, where you can see through it, and it's even, it's unaffected, like that. So samadhi, sama is the root word in there, is like unaffected. So it's like when you're laying in Shavasana and you hear like 7 water bottles fall, the door slams, a motorcycle goes by, and then the ambulance, and you're just like, the whole time. That's kind of what you're saying, I think, Tiffany. Right? Like unaffected. Yeah. Good. Good. So now you have kind of like an understand. Oh, so and like a lot of the concepts that we talk about come from the sutras like Sthira and Sukha. That concept of finding the balance within a pose, within your body, within your breath, within your mind, within your life, that all comes from the sutras. And a lot of the stuff that most people talk about in yoga, all these little concepts are born out of the sutras in various ways. So the sutras is the main book, and then the 8 limbs are the practices, so to speak, within that book.
Danielle, which are the 3 that are different like levels of meditation? Did you say it was pranayama, pratyahara, and was it dharana?
Dharana, dhyana, and pratyahara.
Okay.
Not in that order. It's actually pratyahara. And they're not linear, so I don't even really want to give you the order, but if you had to put them in one, it would be like pratyahara, dharana, dhyana. I say they're not linear because like life's not linear. It's just not. And so you don't necessarily like do pratyahara, like do one level and then jump to climb the ladder to the next and then the next, and then there you are in all your glory. It's like you come in and out of all of them at all different times in the practice and in your life, in each pose. Each pose has like a whole. Have you ever been in a pose for like 5 seconds, but it has like a whole life of its own? Like you had like 20 experiences in your one 5-second pose, like anger, then glory, like sweat dripping, then you're crying, like all like 95 things happen in like a 5-second pose. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Yeah, that margarita pose.
Yeah. Yeah. Flying margarita, some crazy arm balance. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, so all these things could all happen literally within one pose. Yeah. Cool. You feel like you have like a nutshell understanding of these now? Yeah. I mean, we could overcomplicate it. We could go to the ends of the earth with how complicated it can get. But this is a really good starting point, just to know. Did you catch the Sanskrit lesson tonight in the beginning of class? Yeah. Do you remember the words?
I think you were actually like facing me in the direction that
Yeah. That's good. Tell me you couldn't hear me if you couldn't. They couldn't hear me, they said. So I was talking about chat, ranga. Chat means 4. Yep. Yes, exactly. So the word chat means 4, and anga means limb. So have you ever heard of Ashtanga yoga? Anybody heard that term?
Yeah.
You said no, Melissa?
Yes, but I don't know what it is.
Yes, yeah. So, very generally speaking, we do vinyasa yoga, which means to flow. Vinyasa means flow, meaning we move from one pose to the next, kind of in a flowing method. We also do yin, which you all know can define that pretty easily. So Ashtanga is a form of vinyasa yoga, but it's a style that's built on using all 8. Ashta means 8. Anga means limbs, 8 limbs. So Ashtanga yoga is built on using all 8 limbs for the practices. So when you practice Ashtanga, it's very disciplined. It's very rigorous. It's got a lot of tapas. That's one of the yamas and niyamas, like zel, discipline, fire, heat. And it includes all of these things. And so like, it's just a style of yoga, another style of yoga. But point being, tonight we talked about chat, which means 4. Chaturanga, 4-limbed pose. And then 8, ashta means 8. Ashtanga equals 8 limbs. Woohoo! Chaturanga is actually, if you really want to know the full name, I know you guys are just jonesing to know. Dandasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. So it's CHAT, chat, that's 4. URANGA, that anga is the limbs. Honestly, don't know why the UR is there, but my guess is it has something to do with the conjunction between chat and anga, like chatanga. Sounds kind of weird. I don't know. So that's one of those weird things. Who knows why it's there, but chaturanga. And then dandasana. Danda means staff. STAFF. I mean, that's not what I need to spell. You guys know how to spell staff. Dandasana. DANDASANA. Chaturanga Dandasana. So when you hear Dandasana in any pose, staff means like stiff, basically, like a walking staff is what it's named after. So think of stiff. Dandasana means staff pose. That was a little, I feel like I talked about another Sanskrit, but.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Hey iPhone, who's that? Change your name in the thing or unmute yourself and tell me who it is. Okay, cool. Any questions about any of that? I'm starving, so I'm eating Altoids. I'm good, thank you. Just gets me more ready for dinner. No questions? Okay, cool. All right, so have you all heard yet that you're teaching at Earth Day? Okay, good. So I'm not the bearer of the great news. That's okay. So Earth Day is not till April. So you have this weekend, and this coming weekend, you'll talk a lot about what you'll be teaching there. You'll learn a little sequence. It's so doable. Don't get freaked out over it. The other group did the same thing, just at Veg Fest instead of Earth Day, which is really the same event, just one's the spring and one's the fall. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's you. Good. Yeah, so you'll learn your little nuggets. So the way Earth Day goes is there's like a yoga area where we'll have mats down and everything, and then there's a meditation tent, which is really cool and fun because every year it gets done really differently. Like some people will kind of like take it under their wing. So last year, there was a couple people who go to like a lot of festivals, and they had like blow up couches and all these pillows and all this stuff that they bring with them. So it was decked out. It was the best year yet. So I don't know if any of you aspire to top it, but if you're like a camp person who goes camping a lot or like likes to set stuff up outside, it can be really, really cool. So they put like a pop-up tent, and then they had like walls. They like hung blankets as walls. And then they had the blow up couch in the back. and put like blankets down on the floor, a bunch of pillows, all this crazy decor. Like Maddie brought like crystals and stuff, put them all around, and Amanda had like Buddha statues, and I mean it was wild. It was so cool. So you can go like as crazy as you want with it or keep it as simple as you want, but it's way more fun to make it really cool. But anyway, more on that later, just starting to get that in your brain. So there's the meditation tent and the yoga is 30 minutes-ish, give or take, of like a community flow. That's what you'll learn over the weekend. And then the meditation is like 10 to 15 minutes meditation in the tent. And they alternate with each other. So it's like every half an hour and every hour, something like that. Okay? Crazy. So you already have alternate nostril breath, right? You've taught that to each other. So that's one of your meditations. And then we're going to practice another one right now. Okay? Okay. So what's the easiest way to get you guys the script? Should I drop it in the chat, you think? Like like text it to everyone, drop it in the chat, and then text it to Androiders? Put it on the Facebook? What?
Don't we have the WhatsApp?
I'm not in a WhatsApp.
But
There's a WhatsApp that I'm not in. That's funny.
You can sign up for it, you know, it's just that she tried to get a bunch of people's numbers and there is one, but it hasn't really been very active, but it's there.
Well, anyway, what if, I know, I'm FOMOing so hard right now. Well, what I'll do is, really? What I'll do is,
Sea turtle.
drop this. Oh yeah, it is. Happy spring. I think it's today. Yeah, my mom's birthday.
I know.
Okay. All right, so I'm putting it on Facebook. I put it on Zoom chat. I put it in this group. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Texted it to Brian. Who else is WhatsApp? I mean, iPhone. Brittany. I mean, Android. Yeah. Brittany. Who else in here? Tiffany? Are you Android? Androidster. I'm about to be flip phone, so. I'm gonna be a flip phone soon, so I'll be there with y'all. Except I won't even be, I really want to so badly, but I can't. I mean, I work on my phone. Anyway, so Brian, Brittany, Tiffany, who else is Droid? Anybody? Okay.
me?
So, but I had to put it in the chat. Do you want me to text it to you too?
No.
No, you have it there. Okay, good. All right, cool. So I think all of you have access to it somewhere or the other. So I'm going to teach it to you. You guys will meditate for a minute, and then you'll do it with each other. Okay? Sound good? I love this one. It's so simple. It's so powerful. All right, let's go. Sit for meditation. Get yourself comfy. Comfy enough to be able to sit still, but not so comfy that you pass out. And lift the top of your head, roll your shoulders back, and take a breath. From your skin into your bones, put your attention on your legs and feet. From your skin into your bones, put your attention on your pelvis and your seat. From your skin into your bones, put your attention on your torso and your head. From the skin into your bones, put your attention on your arms and your hands. Let thoughts rise up and let them go. Feel emotions in your body. Let them come up and let them go. Feel sensations in your body. Let them come up and let them go. From the experience of your physical body, open up to the idea that anything is possible. Form that idea that anything is possible into one word. Now, speak that word out loud.
Freedom.
Speak it out loud.
Good love.
I saw you declaring that, Jess. Speak it out loud. Everybody.
Peace.
Feel it, experience it, receive it, accept it, allow for it, be it, share it. Bring your hands to heart center. Big deep breath in. Let it out. Open your eyes and come back. Okay. Good. So you could stretch any meditation longer or squeeze it shorter by doing what?
Repeating.
The first line.
Watching how long your pauses are, and what, Nicole?
Going back to that first line, the from the skin into the bone.
Yeah, or even going back, like you can repeat one phrase, or you can repeat the whole thing over, or you can lengthen or shorten your space between your words. Like, in the first couple of lines, from the skin to the bone, put your attention on your legs and feet. I mean, I could leave 2 minutes between that and your pelvis and seat, right? Or I could leave 5, right? Or I could do 10 seconds, right? So I was trying to keep it as short as possible without rushing to give you guys the full feeling of it. but so that we'd have time for you guys to do it too. But yeah, I mean, you could like an accordion with any meditation. When you practice this with each other, speak out the word. Say the word out loud, okay? All right, cool. So, Lindsay, I know you're driving, so I'm just gonna have each of you three. Actually, I have an idea. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 of you in a breakout room, and then me and one of you will do it together here. Okay. So you want to take about, I don't know how long I took, but like 5 minutes. Okay. Each. 5 minutes each. So you'll see as you're timing, and sometimes when you're, you know, you probably have experienced this when you're like in the silence, it feels like a million years from this word to the next word, right? So you just sit in your glowing ball of love and light, and you hold space for your partner to be in their meditation. Okay? Don't rush it, but also don't lengthen it too much.
I did not get a text, and I don't see it on Facebook.
I know. No, I didn't put it on Facebook, but it failed to all of you for some reason.
Yes, I did.
Blah, blah.
Somebody that has an iPhone, you got it obviously right there, right? You got it?
Yeah, I mean, you partner up with somebody who has access to it. I will also post it in Facebook. Huh? What's it called? Skin to bone meditation. I'm putting it in the Facebook too, just in case. But you guys could just partner with each other, whoever has it.
Just put it on the WhatsApp. I sent a screenshot of it.
Oh, good. It's in the WhatsApp now too. And it's also now on the Facebook too. Okay? Okay, so everybody have a partner? Let me bump 2 of you to a breakout room.
Do you know on this, you started with kind of normally what we start with like deep belly breathing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. So there's no scripted part that talks about like how to start them, right? But the general thing you want to do when you're starting anything for meditation is just get them to like sit up, get them to like roll their shoulders back and take a breath. And then you know that they're kind of present with you, you know? So whatever is appropriate. I mean, if they're already sitting up and tall and they're like in it and ready, then maybe you just say like, feel your butt on the ground. Take a deep breath, you know, something physical so that you know they're like present to their body and then present to their breath and then like that. But the general is like lift your head, roll your shoulders back, take a breath, and then you start. And then same for the end. There's no script for the ending either. So you just like bring your hands to your heart, take a breath, come back, or namaste, or whatever you want to say. Okay? Okay. Hang tight. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, Melissa and Nicole, I sent you guys to a breakout room. Lindsay, just stay and hang out with us in here. Okay. Jess. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, wait. Okay.
Oh.
Gonna teach to me, Jess?
Yes. Cool. Okay. So I gotta find that thing though, because oh darn it. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Find a comfortable position, seated.
Hold on, Jess.
Oh, no, did they start?
Hold on one sec.
She's not here, huh? She left. Isn't she supposed to be in this group?
She was in class tonight?
Uh-huh. I told her she needs to talk to you.
I didn't even see her. All right.
I don't think these two were here. Oh, not her. This.
I don't know
Because you're kind of, you had like 5 holes I saw, 5 spaces. You see what I mean? You had some holes in there.
Not sure.
Okay. Besides that, oh, and the Boys and Girls Club came.
Oh, good.
The women showed me stuff, messages, because I was like, huh?
That's gonna happen all the time. People are
I
doing.
know. And she had the information.
Sorry,
She
Jess.
knew my name and your name. I'm like, good enough.
All right, cool. All right, go ahead, Boo. I'm gonna mute myself so you can go for it.
Find a comfortable position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. Sit with a tall spine. From the skin and to the bone, put your attention on the legs and feet. From the skin and to the bone, put your attention on the pelvis and seat. From the skin and to the bone, put your attention on the torso and head. From the skin and to the bone, put your attention on the arms and hands. Let your thoughts rise up and then let them go. Feel emotions in your body. Let them come up and then let them go. Feel sensations in your body. Let them come up and let them go. From the experience of your physical body, open to the idea that anything is possible. Form that idea into one word. Now speak that word out loud.
Receive.
Feel it, experience it, receive it. Accept it, allow for it, be it, and share it with everyone and anyone you know. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. And one breath out. Namaste.
Namaste.
I think I was like 2 minutes short.
Most of you went way too fast. Did you notice that? Did you time yourselves? It was way too fast, but why didn't you save it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you save it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jess, tell me.
I think I was just like mainly concerned about getting the words right and then got like the flow of it. So I was like watching my time because we started right on like 120 or 225. So I was just like trying to get there. I should have saved it. I was more worried about the flow and how it was sounding than I
Yeah.
was more concerned about time.
Anyone else share that experience? You just wanted to get the words out of your mouth? How many minutes did I say to make it? 5. 5 each. All right, let's do it again. Make it 5 minutes each. And if you find yourself ahead of time, stretch yourself out. Just wait a little longer before you say the next words. If you're like on the 3rd line and it's minute 4, you know? All right, ready?
Find a nice, comfortable seat. Breathe in and breathe out. Get yourself nice and relaxed. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. Find a tall spine. From the skin into the bone, put your attention on the legs and feet. From the skin into the bone, put your attention on the pelvis and seat. From the skin into the bone, put your attention on the torso and head. From the skin into the bone, put your attention on the arms and hands. Let thoughts rise up as you're breathing in, and let them go as you breathe out. Feel emotions in your body. Let them come up like waves and let them go. Feel sensations in your body. Let them come up and let them go. From the experience of your physical body, open to the idea that anything is possible. Form that possibility into one word. Now speak that word out loud.
Patience.
Feel it, experience it, receive it, accept it, allow for it, be it, and share it. Taking another deep breath in, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale out. Namaste.
Namaste.
I did it!
Did it! You nailed it.
That was 5 minutes. Woo-hoo.
Really good.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna wait till they're all done with their round. All right. How was it at 5 minutes? It's better. Teachers, how was teaching 5 minutes?
Great, we never stop watching.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, how do you stopwatch it and read it at the same time, right?
Yeah, but
But-
if like every line I was doing 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's good.
You get like 30 seconds like for each moment.
Yeah, he said every line he would do like 30 seconds. How did it feel? It's pretty wacky how different. Like most of you did like 2.5 minutes the first time around. 5 is pretty nuts, right? And then imagine trying to stretch this to be 15 minutes. Yeah, I hear that.
So it makes it like it's a little distracting. Yeah. But
She said if it was a class, it would probably be easier to stretch it out. I hear that, and also, no. Yeah. Laura said, but maybe it would be nerve-wracking because you'd be like, oh, they're bored, if it was a big class or whatever. The silence feels awkward and feels awkward and feels awkward and feels like forever until it doesn't anymore. And it takes a while to get there. Even still, sometimes, like if I teach yin, a lot of times, like the first side will last a while and I'm good because I'm like doing things in my brain about like what we did before, what's going to come next, how long are we going to stay in this one? Like I'm like, what song's going to play? Like things are going on. And we get to the second side and I've already planned everything out. So I'm good. I have no other thoughts. And I'm like, okay, like what do I think about now? Like what do I do right now? Or like placing sandbags will take up some of the time, and then the time that it doesn't take up feels like it takes forever. Like I still have those moments. You'll still have those even when like it's not as awkward anymore. But like if there's any way to like slow down time, everyone wants like the magical thing of how to like slow down time. Silence.
I felt like you kind of paced it with your breath too.
Yeah.
When I was kind of, even though I wasn't doing it, I felt like I could kind of see, follow the breath. Maybe you could time your breaths a little bit in between each one.
Yeah. She said, like using your breath to help you time it and pace it, make it slower, make it better. Let me bring us all back to the main group. I know, I was just asking them some stuff. Let me just wait till they all get back, and then we'll close it up together. Kate asked the same thing, like, what's this called? It's just a basic meditation, general meditation. If you want to give it a name, you could say like bones, skin to bones meditation, because that's kind of that's the anchor, right? There's a million different like meditation techniques, but one of them is to have like that anchor, that thing you repeat over and over and over. And if you were really going to stretch this out, you could go back to the skin to the bones thing and like say that part all over again, or even like go like stretchier, like do each, it's like legs and feet, right? But you could say just feet, then legs, then seat, spine, torso, whatever, going upward. But yeah, so it doesn't really have like a fancy name or anything like that, but like skin to muscle, it's actually skin to muscle to bone is like a crazier one, but skin to bone, I don't know, give it a name.
It was kind of weird that the torso and the head were together.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought so too. And I think the arms and the hands should go before the torso and the head. Exactly. That's my thought too. I'm amending it. All right. I'll amend it. Just to throw you off even more. I'll amend it. All right. So anyway, let's call it a night, but you'll do more talk about Earth Day on the weekend, and lots of fun things in store. So woohoo!
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. I don't. Hi, Deb. Are you here for Alex's class or the slow flow class? Okay, cool. The teachers haven't jumped in yet, so I'm just gonna mute myself because we just ended a different class. But you just stay here.
Hey, Lucely. Deb is on for class. I'm gonna jump off. Bye, Deb.
Bye.